Hey, what's going on, guys? Klutch here, and today we are looking at the first DLC, a preview of the first DLC for Farming Simulator 22. That's the Antonio Carraro Pack. You know what? For once, I might have got the name right on that. I think I've got enough Italian to say a little bit about it. We're going to talk about this. There's a lot to go over on this unpack, guys. All right, let's do this thing. Pitter patter. Oh boy, so new DLC has been announced for Farming Simulator 22. We finally have an idea what we're getting for the first DLC package for Farming Simulator 22. Now guys, I have been gone for the last little bit here, so I know there's a lot of previews already out there that you may have already seen, and today we're going to be giving you my 2 cents on a lot of this stuff. Now I'm going to give you a quick rundown of every single piece of equipment that this package includes, and then we'll dive in and I'll kind of give you my thoughts on what exactly this means for you. Sound like a plan? And you know I'm not going to hold back. It's just how I am. And of course, if you are new around here, if it's your first time into the channel, we do live streams, videos, and of course, well, news reviews at least once a week. Typically, your weekend update is once a week as well with all this type of stuff. So make sure you go down to the bottom. If that button's still red, hit that red subscribe button and join us here. And hopefully come out to a live stream. Come hang out. Usually a little bit of fun. Funny, is my nose always that sideways? It feels like I didn't know it was that bad. I mean, I have hit it playing hockey a few times, but holy, that thing's sideways.
What haven't you know, sweetheart?
Regardless of which, let's talk about the equipment. So this is the Antonio Carraro Pack coming March 22nd to Farming Simulator 22, available for all platforms. Everybody's going to have this. Of course, it's a $10 DLC, a $10 US DLC, and it comes with the year 1 pack if you already have that. So let's look at the equipment that's included with this. So all the equipment in this pack is, well, designed for the 2 new crops that come with Farming Simulator 22, your olives and your grapevines. All these pieces of equipment are designed to work within those rows. And because of that, well, they're designed for extremely maneuverable special conditions, whether it be steep grades or narrow spaces. So nothing is high horsepower and nothing is extremely large out of this pack, guys. In fact, we max out at about 95 horsepower. So if you're expecting something big, you're not going to find that in this pack. Now, to be perfectly honest, guys, I have never heard of this tractor brand. This is the first time I've heard about it. So this is all new to me as well. So let's go take a look at all the equipment we're getting. Starting off, we have the Super Tigre 635, which is a 35 horsepower tractor with a max speed of 21 kilometers per hour. The Tigre Car 3200 GST, which has 19 horsepower. And this one has a capacity as well, so it has to have a dump bed included with it. The TTR 7600 Infinite. This is the first cab tractor we're looking at. This one also has a bit of a party trick to it. It has a reversible steering option, so it'll drive in reverse. This tractor has 75 horsepower, max speed of 40 kilometers per hour. The TGF 10900R series, or 10900, regardless of which, this tractor is interesting simply because it has a low profile and can sneak under, well, spots that other tractors wouldn't fit. It has 98 horsepower and a max speed of 40 kilometers per hour. The Tony 10900 TR series, very similar as far as the engine specs go to the TGF. It still has the 95 horsepower at 40 kilometers per hour max speed. The change with this one, of course, it's a little bit higher, and as well, it has the reversible functionality, so you can drive this in reverse and switch your seats around. And then we go to the Tony 10900 SR series, same specs as the TR and the TGF series tractors. However, this one is, well, it's also reversible, as well as it has an articulating frame, so you can articulate and get into narrower spaces. And lastly, the Tony 10900 TTR series, which has the exact same engine specs as the SR series or TTR. You guys get it. It's the same engine specs as our previous tractors. The big thing with this one is it has an isodynamic steering system, which means both articulating and steering wheels at the same time, from my understanding of this system, at least, helps with tight turns and, of course, on slopes and tight areas. And then our last 2 tractors, we have the Mach series. We have the 2R, which is the larger of the tractors, I guess, out there, the Mach series. 98 horsepower once again, max speed of 35 kilometers an hour. This one has a rear track. And then we have the Mach 4R, which is an articulating 4-track, all-track 4-wheel drive system. Should also mention that both of those tractors are reversible, just like many of the other ones we've spoken about. So guys, there you go. That is the whole DLC package. It's actually a lot of tractors, to be perfectly honest. Now, do they fit a certain niche? Yes, of course. What do I think of this stuff? I mean, I'm actually a little bit excited about some of them. They're pretty kind of cool units. I don't do a lot of small-size farming, to be perfectly honest. I think there's some very interesting niche stuff in here that's going to be interesting to use a couple of times here and there. And to be perfectly honest, guys, I'm really not surprised this is the first DLC package we're seeing, or a DLC, I should say. I'm not surprised. We have to look at the equipment we have for currently for grapes and for olives, and there's just nothing there right now. We don't have a lot of stuff. Even the modding community hasn't really come up with a lot of stuff there, it seems like. This seems like a bit of an area that hasn't had any focus on it. There's just not a lot of stuff there. So the fact that Giants is going to push this a little bit harder, and it's right off the bat, I don't think should come to a surprise to really any of us. Unfortunately, I don't think this is what most of us wanted. Yeah, here we go. Well, I do think this is a needed DLC package or mod package or something. This is not the time. I think this was a mistake. This was not what we wanted or needed right now. I think, at least in the North American market, which I know most of my viewers, the people who are watching this video right now, are most likely most on the North American side. I would say that you will be looking more for larger equipment. I think most of us are looking for the large seeders, planters, and tractors to pull that with, not the small stuff. I'm not sure about you, but vines, olives, grapes, I rarely use them. I'm really, I don't know what much use I'm going to get out of this DLC package, to be perfectly honest. I like the idea of some of this stuff. There's some interesting new tech that's coming out with this stuff. We'll see how the tractors react with these various different steering management systems that this brand seems to have that we haven't really seen before. Unfortunately, this wasn't what any of us really wanted. Now, that all being said, after speaking with a couple of you about this, you have to think of it in this way. It's a $10 DLC. There's, what, 10 pieces of equipment? Really, it's $1 a tractor, a little less. That's not that bad. And technically a little bit less than that if you got the year one season's pass, to be perfectly honest as well. So that's my whole thoughts on that, guys. Is it something we needed to have? I would say yes, probably yes. Is it something we wanted to have right now? I would say 100% no. Unfortunately, I think Giants missed the mark with this first DLC package. I think this should have been weighted. I think this could have been maybe DLC package 3 or 2. I don't know. The first one should not have been this one. My personal opinion, you know what? You guys can let me know in the comments. I think you will agree with me on this, but let me know in the comments what you think the first DLC package should have been. I'd be curious to see what you guys say about that. That's just my thoughts. And after I said all that, don't forget, if you're looking to pick up the DLC or the year one pass, of course, you can find links down in the description where you can go and purchase that pass using the code KlutchSim, and that will help support the channel as well. Of course, I don't know what you guys think about this. So there's a link down in the description. You guys can vote on whether you're going to get this DLC. I'm curious to see how many people either have it, are going to get it, or are planning not to get this DLC. Go vote down in the description. So folks, there you have my opinion on this whole thing. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, drop the like. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. You guys know what to say there. And with that, folks, I'll catch you next time. And maybe go check out a video on something that maybe I thought should have been the DLC. Maybe a certain Seed Hawk would have been nice to have as that part of a DLC. Just saying. Anyways, folks, have a great day. We'll catch you next time. This is Klutch. Over and out.